My name is Queen Morgana and welcome back to the Sims 4 Ultimate Decades Challenge. We're back. Jesus, I'm gonna drop my mic. We're back in year 1389. We're getting so close to the 1400s. I'm getting excited, but we're in 1389 and the family here is just getting ready for their day. Letitia, that's not your name. Whoa. Lucia is making, well, she made some bread stew for breakfast. The adults are up and we have quite a few chores and whatnot that we need to do. So everyone's just kind of getting their day up and running. So they're up before the kids, but these toddlers are starving, so they'll be awake and screaming in no time. So meanwhile, I want to get these adults handled as much as possible. So once you're done, oh, you're thinking about Alberta. Once you're done, go get some bread rolls, please. Annabelle, you can come use this as well, because I need y'all to do some stuff. You want to cloud gaze with Lucia? Yeah, okay, so I do want to kind of focus. We only have 2 birthdays this episode, so that gives me plenty of time to focus on their whims and you know, who they want to meet. But also, Lawrence is aging up into a child, so he's going to accompany Edith to go visit some of the children in town, because Edith has to go, you know, spend time with Augustine more. As we saw in the previous episode, you're not going to school. Yep. School don't exist, girl. You're not going. So, as we saw in the previous episode, Stephen and the Lord of the Village had a secret meeting while Edith went to go hang out with Sir Augustine. And no one's quite sure what exactly happened during the meeting, but it led to, well, let me stop hovering over it so I can zoom in when I edit. But as you can see, their relationship got a little close. I don't think it's anything crazy, but I think that they realized that they're pretty compatible, like in terms of similar personalities and understanding of each other. So I do think that those two are slowly but surely pushing Edith and Augustine to kind of get used to each other, like each other's presence and becoming close as children, so that when they announce their betrothal to Edith and Augustine and the rest of the village and their families and all that, then it'd be less of an emotional shock, to say the least. So that's their grand plan. So for now, Edith, she's not naive. I'm sure she's well aware of her position, especially as the eldest daughter and everything like that. So what am I looking at? But I'm sure she's very, very aware of what exactly is happening, but doesn't mean she can do anything about it, you know? So come feed the chickens. Lord, I zoomed in at a crazy angle. Come feed those chickens and feed these chickens. There we go. Grim is just here. He just likes to watch over our chickens, I guess. I heard you and Celestria are good friends. Well, she's my daughter, so, you know, that'll do it. But everyone else here is chilling. As far as I'm aware, these two don't want any more kids. I don't know if they're going to get pregnant again or not. They do have 2 girls and 3 boys, so this really comes down to if they survive, because we know how that goes. You're not even in school. I don't care. I don't care. I slick wanna drop out, but okay, actually let me do this. I have to do this like once every time I like load in or something, but it's okay. I know I downloaded a mod that kind of went against another mod, and that's why it's acting like this. It's fine, it's my fault, but I have more than one series. Yes, your daughter's hungry, so please feed her. Thank you. Edith quit school. She's more than okay. She has private tutoring. Yes, so these kids need to start refocusing on like education and stuff like that, because actually this is the last year where they're going to be conforming their peasant status. So what's this guy's name? Stephen is going to be spending a little bit of time outside of the episode paying for renovations to their home and paying seamstresses for creating them all a new wardrobe. So there'll be like a speed wardrobe upgrade at the end of this video, and possibly like a speed fixing up of bedrooms and all that. So we'll see what exactly they get at a later date, but for right now, this is Stephen's last year saving up money so that they can be who he thinks they should have always been. Oh, you have any more magic points? And he's still secretly working on his magic little by little. It kind of took a back seat with this new position he got working with the Lord. I almost said the royal family. He does not work for the royal family, but working for the Lords. You might want to calm down and chill out. Also, she wants to become friends with Sir Gianni, which I think is really interesting because Sir Gianni is actually Sir Augustine's nephew, cousin, somebody. So I wonder if Augustine's going to be chill with it or if he's going to feel a little jealous, because I do feel like he has a bit of a, I don't know if he has a crush on Edith or not, but I do think he's a bit possessive of her, you know? So I'm hoping that it'll be chill between the two of them, but we'll just have to wait and see. Yes. But we have a bit of time before we have to worry about all of that. Is she fed? She's fed and happy. Celestria is just so cute, y'all. I can't. Let me click on someone else so we can see her. She's so cute, and I'm really excited for her to grow up, so. Oh, somebody got a stinky diaper. Lawrence. Stinky diaper. Lawrence is off to work. Well, Stephen's off to work, not Lawrence. So now that Edith may or may not be marrying a potential future lord, I do think her parents are going to start pushing her to learn more feminine skills, right? So right now, what does she do? She knows creative, mental, motor, and she's pretty social, which is good for her socialite status, her future socialite status. So she's getting used to hiding her hostility, which I guess her parents are really hammering into her, because at the very least, don't tarnish your reputation until you're married. Like, don't do it when you're in this family, do it when you're somebody else's family. So she's kind of learning to push it down, at least in public. So she's also gonna be working on doing some cross stitching. So let's do a rainbow. And you know, maybe if you make a good one, you can gift it to Sir Augustine. Anika Smith. You married a Smith? Okay. Anika married a Smith. Not sure which one, but one of them. I guess we'll see in a side household update, probably. You know, it may not be for the best reason, but at the very least, Edith's potential future gives her parents a reason to kind of acknowledge her existence and give her some attention. She's still not extremely close with them, especially her mother, but I don't know. She seems somewhat content to be acknowledged, even if it's for a price. Let's see, Stephen wanted to be friendly with Lucia, so they've got along a lot in the past few days. I can't believe we used to think that Lucia would somehow harm him because of his own actions, and instead they're getting along with the common goal of complete control over their children. I guess because they had little control over certain aspects of their own life, they have complete control over what they want their children to do, I suppose. So Edith's pissed talking to you. Like, she literally does not like being with you at all. Well, these two kind of wanted to be together. What? Don't argue with your daughter. Oh Lord. These two are going at it. You wanted to ask this guy about his day, so let's just, is it interest? How do you ask about day? I think it's small talk. Ask about his day. And you did want to cloud gaze with Lucia, so we can do that in a little bit, because everybody else has been taken care of. I think the baby's fine. Yeah. Oh, Sir Gianni is wondering if I want to go over his house now and hang over. Well, Edith wants to hang out. We'll do that tomorrow. We are going to see them tomorrow, so we're going to say that she's a little bit busy with some of her studies, quote unquote, the skills she's being told she needs to learn and work on right now. But I'm glad these two are getting along, but I'm also really afraid because they are soulmates. But Lucia is in a good relationship with Annabelle's son. They are in-laws, which is super weird and gross, but like, it's 1389. I don't know how long I can use that excuse until modern times, I suppose. Aw, Warren and Lawrence are jokesters. That's cute. Aw. One of the two human passing boys. Edith is the human passing girl of the family so far, unless they have more kids, but Okay, people are just inviting Stephen out everywhere. Alberta wants to go have a magical battle, but I can't really leave the house right now because I'm doing stuff, so we need to take care of the cow. The cow's probably pissed at us. So this Grim is apparently just stuck. I can't even click on the guy to reset him or anything, so yes, he's part of the household now. Congratulations, Grim. Thank you for guarding my chickens. Well, you're not killing them, I guess. Oh, never mind, I fixed them. Well, yeah, it always says I gotta wait for him to reap, but there's no one to reap, so... Can you leave, please? Whatever. It's the next morning, and everyone is here enjoying a nice hot bowl of chunky vegetable stew on this rainy, cool fall morning. And it actually is Lawrence's birthday, so he's upstairs using the potty. I'm gonna bring him down to eat, just in case this is his last meal. Not to be morbid, but I'd rather him pass peacefully on a full stomach than not. So everyone's here having a grand old time. I suppose, as grand as we can, as I guess. Why are you clutching your pearls, Lucia? Watch the child. Oh, well, he's fine. He's coming down for stew. It's okay. This one's okay as well. We didn't neglect the animal. There's like a discrepancy between the cow in my inventory that I can't put to the shed for some reason versus the real cow. And the cow in my inventory is just perpetually sad. That's just how it is. So Annabelle, once you're done, you're talking to go for a jog. Oh, you haven't jogged in a while. That's fair. Edith is in a relatively good mood this morning. Hopefully it stays that way. We know how she can get. And Lawrence is just on his way down. I'm really excited to age him up. I'm excited and nervous. I suppose I should stop talking about birthdays in this series, huh? Because we know how it goes for me usually. All right, well, Lawrence didn't want to finish his meal, but that's fine. So we're just gonna go ahead and roll. So let me get my d20 out. You think I did that when I paused. So for aging into a child, we want to avoid numbers 9 and 19 as usual. So let's just roll. He got a 1. Okay, so he survives to be a child, Lawrence. Maybe I was right to feel happiness for once, you know? So let's age him up into a child. And then him and his sister Edith can go out and he can meet some of the other children in the village because a lot of them grew up that I was waiting on to meet with Edith, so that was great. And then he could also see Sir Augustine and Sir Gianni in Sir Augustine's household. So let's see. Ooh, he's analytical, proper, and aromantic. Ooh, that might be an issue. Because his parents are planning on, arranging a marriage for all of them, including Lawrence. Now, Lawrence is heir, so he doesn't have a choice in whether or not he gets married, but this might be a bit difficult. But I could see him being analytical and proper, especially considering, I almost said depending, but considering how his parents have been raising him. And his siblings, obviously, with all these expectations, but a lot of them happen to fall on Edith because they're really expecting her to be the one to really push the family into a certain social class by marrying Sir Augustine, hopefully. And then for Lawrence, they have high expectations of him as the heir to the family and the most human passing, so he, on paper would have the best chance in keeping up and building the prosperity of the Smiths. So I guess he's not really one to, I don't know, stick to his farm roots or anything like that. Who knows? So he's proper, analytical, and aromantic. I could definitely see him being analytical. So he's great at building mental skills. So like writing and mischief. So maybe he'll become a scribe or something like that. Or also a lord's aide or something like that. He could be an aide for his brother-in-law. Oh, if Edith marries Sir Augustine, then he could be an aide to his brother-in-law, which gives them like double, 2 people close to the Lord and all that. So we'll see. Let's give him the mental skill for now. Not that it matters with these children. Okay, this is exciting. This is super exciting. This is definitely Lucia's kid. Yeah, you wouldn't be so hungry if you finished your meal. Now don't you feel bad being picky? So, once again, okay, he didn't join school automatically. Oh, he's got a mermaid tail on. That's fantastic. All right, here is our proper heir, Lawrence, who I think is super handsome. I went ahead and gave him kind of a bit more of an upper class makeover that the rest of the family is going to get later, but we'll just say that the adults in the family splurged a little bit on his outfit so that he could be presentable as he attends his lessons and everything that's mandatory for him to, you know, be educated and pursue some type of career that'll bring in money. We're not sure, but they see that he has a talent in, you know, writing and analytics and stuff like that. So they're probably going to try to put him in charge of the stand, honestly. Like how, because who else was analytical? Well, I was going to say Agnes, but I guess she was street smart, huh? But I think that they're going to give him, I don't know. I obviously he's being a little spoiled, but the way he's being spoiled comes at an extreme price. He doesn't get room for like failure at all, right? So this is Lawrence, our heir. He's got these pale freckles, and once again, I love his eyes. I think that they're really cool, but we'll see how he looks when he gets older. He looks a lot like Lucia already, or at least I think he has. Okay, he has Lucia's nose for sure, Lucia's lips for sure. As for his eyes, I can't tell if they're Lucia's eyes or his dad's eyes, but I'll be able to tell once he's a teenager. But for now, he can chill. He, once again, he's just a spellcaster. I think Edith is as well. Just a spellcaster? Yes. So despite the fact that they've got this specific look with their eyes, they are not aliens or, you know, more human passing than their siblings. So, oh my gosh, I love both Edith and him. So we're actually gonna, I'm gonna get these guys ready to head out because Edith's gonna take a quick field trip to see Sir Augustine as she's meant to. She's supposed to be hanging out with him pretty frequently. And it's to give her a chance to befriend Sir Gianni so we can see what he looks like. He's closer to her age, a little younger than Edith. I think he's actually probably a bit closer to Lawrence's age, but it'll be fun either way. Sir Augustine will be a teenager a little bit before her, so they do have a bit of a gap. By time, if she's able to marry him as a teenager, he'll probably be barely a young adult. So they have a tiny bit of a gap, but once again, we have a ways to worry about that. So actually, I think everybody's handled. Yeah, everybody already handled before I did that. So I'm going to save real quick, and then we're going to head off to see the Lord and Sir Augustine. All right, we didn't even have to knock. They just let us right on in here. Okay, I don't see the Lord. He must be busy. He must be doing some work, I suppose. Here's Sir Gianni, who you wanted to befriend. I don't see Sir Augustine quite yet. He might be resting. I think he has a sleep disorder because he's always sleeping when we see the guy. So let's just come and have, I almost called her Agnes, Jesus. Let's come have Edith come and get to know this guy as well. I still prefer Sir Augustine over Sir Gianni, but she is interested in this guy, so let's at the very least befriend him. Oh, he's stuck behind the bathtub. I need to move this over. I keep having Sims get stuck over there. They can walk around, but I don't think they know that. Okay, Sir Augustine is all the way here at the top. We're gonna pretend that he's not in his pajamas. And by pretend, I mean I forgot I could just cheat it. So boom, bam, boom. There we go. He's a casual guy. So, okay, he's having a great time. Let's come give the guy a respectful introduction. Don't let this be the first way they see you. Okay? Go up there and be respectful to Sir Augustine, okay? The future lord of this village. Be kind, be nice. Okay, so definitely, oh, he's not stuck. Okay, so these two are gonna go cloud gaze and get their friendship up. She's hanging out with Sir Gianni. Wonder how Sir Augustine feels about it, but at the very least, he's going to be chatting with Lawrence for a second. So I'm trying to keep an eye on both of them at the same time. Steven's back home. All right, is everybody caring for themselves? Yeah, okay, cool. Let me do this because they don't take care of infants when you're not there for some reason. Okay. Oh, they didn't hit it off as quickly as he did with Edith, but that's okay. Show appreciation to host. Okay, you know what? They're getting along rather well, actually. I'll say that they are getting along pretty well. It's not as quickly as it was with Edith, but that's okay. How's your thing going? I know you wanted to talk to Gianni. Okay, they got distracted by Gianni's family members, which is fine. Do not. Are you being rude to him? Don't do that. Make fun of adults or something. Lawrence found out that Sir Augustine's unstable. That seems to be the first thing all of them find out, which is really funny. Okay, and she and Sir Gianni are now friends. That being said, come speak to Sir Augustine. That's what your job is. You're supposed to come here and greet Sir Augustine when you can, so we'll get to know the guy. Where are these two going? Oh, you're about to go give a rude introduction to the dog? Lawrence, are you a psychopath, bro? What type of reaction is that? Why would you willingly do that? All right, so we're back at the Rose Frias household. I forgot the rest of their last names, but let me find a door to knock on so I can kind of find these guys because they're all inside somewhere. That's the shed. Which door is it? Which door is it? Lord, that's the only thing about these village lots. I have no clue what the front door is most of the time. Let me press play real quick. Go knock on that door. Edith, do not make a mess. So what I wanted to do is I wanted Lawrence to kind of get to know, here we go. So the triplets that we saw in the previous episode that were toddlers actually aged up in between episodes into children. And like I said before, I feel like they would all get along with the Smith family because this set of triplets, just like, you know, the Smith children of this generation, all have physical differences. Now theirs isn't necessarily caused by inhuman qualities, so this family has a little bit of history. So when I downloaded them from the gallery, if I recall correctly, it was this man here that I can't find, but it was their father was, oh, I actually don't even really remember. I think it was their father was married to, no, their mother was the maid of this family, and their father is the head of the household who's still alive right now, and he's married to this blonde girl who I can't find at the moment, but he had a daughter with the maid who is this teenager that we just passed back here, I think. I need to look back at the family tree because I can't remember right now, but this is the head of the household. This is his daughter. She has pink eyes and this beautiful golden hair that she got from her mother, who we've seen come to our table back when she was alive every now and again. She passed away after giving birth to the triplets, but as you can see, her daughter got her pink eyes, so clearly her mother had some type of inhuman nature about her. And I'm not gonna say necessarily that the triplet skin condition is caused by this inhuman nature, but it certainly didn't help, right? So it's super complicated, but long story short, all the kids, like the teenagers and all these children, come from the same dad, but one of the women that was in there, he was cheating on with, and I think he was married to the woman he's married to right now, and then simultaneously cheated on her with the maid, or maybe it was the other way around. Literally couldn't even tell you. I was barely in this household, but all I know is there's a bunch of kids and they're all his, and the timeline of these guys being so close in age does not add up. And I can't remember who was married to who when I got downloaded them from the gallery. So if you own this household or you remember who this household was and you're watching this and you want to clarify, or I don't think the family had a story, but let me know because I really can't remember. But that's pretty much the drama they ended up having in my household. So unfortunately the children are illegitimate children. I'm not sure if this child is considered an illegitimate child or anything like that, but similar to the Smith household, she does have this interesting eye color but unlike them, hers looks a bit more natural because she at least has pupils and they aren't like red and demonic looking, so she can pass as human a lot more easily. The triplets all just have blue eyes, which is really strange because their mother didn't have blue eyes either, but they all did get the twin sisters have vitiligo. Once again, I forget what the opposite of vitiligo is called, but this one is albino with vitiligo. I can't remember, but he has his own condition as well. So this is the boy, and then he has two twin sisters here. Well, two of the other rest of the triplets, Luna and this one, Autumn. Autumn, their last name is Rose, so their mother's last name was Rose because his last name was Light, and Henry Light was having an affair with Rose. But then she got married to someone with the last name Frias, but then they didn't have children together, so he I don't know, a lot of stuff happened. I really couldn't even tell you. But then these twins, Anahi, Light, yeah, the kids with the Light last name are considered legitimate, and the ones with the Rose last name are not considered legitimate. So it's super complicated, but at the end of the day, this is a rich family. They don't have any political influence because they're fairly new to the village, and well, the controversies and scandals hasn't necessarily helped their family name, but you know, they have more than enough money to make up for it. And you know, the triplets plus the teenagers, varying human statuses, quote unquote. They're all human. None of them are spellcasters or anything like that. But you know how shallow the people of Henford on Bagley are. But yeah, they kind of struggle with that a little bit. So Stephen has also had his eye on this family for one, a backup for Edith to marry, gosh, what is this girl's name? Anahi's twin brother, who don't really like Edith for real anyways, but I can't remember his name right now. But this household is full of eligible girls who I'm sure the family would love to marry off. I'm sure that they have some similar struggles to the Smith family, where they're kind of struggling with people wanting to judge them and worrying about, gosh, marriage relations and potential spouses for their children in the future. So it'd be super easy to convince this family to form like a marriage contract with one of the Smith children in the future. So there's plenty to choose from because we got two more boys, and Celestria will age up at some point. So there'll be a bit of a gap. I don't think Stephen cares. With that said, I guess we should meet these kiddos. So we have Isaiah, Luna, and Autumn. Their names I might change besides Isaiah because it doesn't sound medieval enough to me, but we'll see. If they end up becoming close enough, I'll change it. But if not, I don't bother. But that being said, Edith met the brunette twins, like the legitimate children, last episode. If Stephen's gonna marry her off, it's gonna be to that legitimate child, or maybe even this like illegitimate, one of the illegitimate sons. Well, his only illegitimate son. Everybody else is a daughter. So she's gonna start. Oh, good Lord, Jesus, my mouse today. So you're gonna start introducing yourself to these guys. I think that I don't know. I feel like these are gonna be perfect friends for the kids to have, because they'll really understand what the kids go through, what the Smith kids go through, I should say. So you're gonna come give a respectful introduction to all of them. Lawrence, I think Stephen's going to, you can keep knocking on the door. I didn't mean to stop him. But I think Lawrence is, here we go. He's kind of been tasked with getting to know the legitimate children as well as the illegitimate ones. I'm sure he's got his eye on all of them. You want to befriend Sergiani, we can 100% do that. So, be respectful and proper to this guy. Let me keep knocking on this. Let me knock on this door again so we can get in. Oh, I need to move you. Thank you. Oh, there's a lot of... Lord, I'm gonna just do that. Oh, how many pets died right there? Jesus. Knock on the door. Okay, he's getting along with Sir... what's his name? Sir Alexis. Interesting. Okay. So Sir Alexis really didn't like Edith, but I don't think he minds Lawrence for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's because Lawrence is a boy. Like, if you're gonna be weird, at least be a man. Maybe he's sexist, which would not be atypical for the period. Why did this guy run up and start strumming a guitar in that kid's face like that? But oh well. Come greet Sir Isaiah as well. Well, then he's not a sir, he doesn't have a title, but you know, rich kid Isaiah from down the street. And you might as well meet Alexis's twin brother as well. Are y'all okay? You're getting along. Okay, this is cute. I'm so glad that he's able to make friends pretty easily. I was worried that he might struggle a little bit, but unlike I don't know, unlike, geez, why is her name evading me? Amis. When Amis was this age, she really struggled to make friends, but I'm so glad that so far, at least these guys aren't struggling as badly. But honestly, I'm most worried about David and Celestria. They're the ones I'm really worried about. So anyways, you need to come and meet these ladies. So come introduce yourself to Anahi and her sisters, Luna and Autumn. I still can't get over how cool these guys look. I want one of these twins to marry Lawrence, and I want Edith to marry Sir Augustine. But you know, we also play to the whims of Stephen as well. Edith, did you come to check on your brother? He's fine. I guess she said, let me make sure you're not doing nothing crazy over here. She's fine, don't worry. You can go see her. She don't have to come to you. Someone is sobbing in my ear. Good Lord. Who? Oh yeah, that's Linda. That was her mom, mother-in-law, something like that. I took a screenshot of the of the family tree because I know I'm explaining it very confusingly, but I'll post it. It was probably on the screen at some point. Edith, did you ever talk to these guys? You did. Did you introduce yourself? Not to Autumn. Give a respectful introduction. You already know Anahi. Lawrence is here introducing himself as well. Just come be respectful and open and not weird. The girls are over here gossiping and talking. They're just listening to their big sister. This is so cute. So I think that this family, I don't know, I could definitely see Stephen utilizing this family to the best of his abilities as well. Oh, this is so cute. I can't get over it. I wish the boys were here too. So I think that these two are going to have a pretty big friend group because we have at this point Sir Augustine, Sir Gianni, and then we have the Light twins and then the Rose triplets as well, who are all siblings under we just passed by the guy. He actually came out, not him, another one. Oh well, can't find him, but a siblings of another guy. So this is a pretty large family as well, so plenty of people to choose from. We're going into some drama, guys, so y'all let me know which one of these potential ladies do you think Stephen would want Lawrence to get with. I think he would push for Anahi just because she's the legitimate daughter. But I personally want it to be one of these. I want it to be one of the triplets, one of these two here, just because I think that they look cool. And they're a bit closer in age to him as well. They aged up like a day before he did, so they're only 3 months apart, whereas Anahi's a few years older, so to kind of be like the Edith situation, by the time Edith is even able to marry Sir Augustine, he'd be pushing young adulthood and she'd barely be legally able to marry at age 16. So once again, that's not really too much of a problem and not the worst age gap we've seen in this series. So I'm not like opposed to it or anything like that. Warren, why are you here? What? No one invited you. Go home. Oh well. But okay, it seems that you were playing horseshoes with some of the kids, but it is getting late. Edith is getting bored talking to these girls. I guess she's one of those girls who gets along with boys more. Who knows? Please feed and take care of your infant. I hate that they don't take care of the infants when I'm not there. But I think that that's good enough. Lawrence, I hope you enjoyed your birthday and all the friends that you made today, huh? We've got some pretty interesting, like the moon is out. You know, we got some pretty interesting prospects. Y'all let me know who your favorite is. I don't know. For wealth reasons and family building reasons, Anahi is the obvious choice. But I'm rooting for Lunar or Autumn. I want to get to know them better because we don't know any of their traits. So once he's a teenager and we do our typical finding our teens a husband, actually we probably won't do that because Stephen is going to choose for him because they're choosing for all their children. This is really interesting and exciting, but yeah, let me know if of all the village children who are not part of the Smiths, I guess, which one is your favorite? And if you ship anybody, who do you ship everybody with? I know Edith and Sir Augustine is a pretty favorite one right now. And then Lawrence is new, so y'all let me know, but I'm pro him with one of the triplets. It seems like he gets along with the triplets pretty well as well, so let's just head on home. As soon as Edith comes home, she really releases that rage, huh? Become friends with Isaiah. That's interesting. Okay, so she really only wants to become friends with the boys she's coming across, which is, I'm not sure. I'm sure Stephen is taking that as a good sign, but I'm not going to take that as a good sign. That could cause some problems for her in the future if she only cares about her relationships with men or boys, but she's a child. Maybe she'll grow out of it. Who knows? But she's super close to Sir Augustine. She got close with Sir Gianni and Sir Isaiah. Well, the only boy she didn't really care for was Sir Alexis, but he eventually came somewhat around and she just met Sir Isaiah. But oh yeah, now that Isaiah, Gianni and Alexis are here alongside Sir Augustine. I know Augustine beat out Alexis last time, but are we still rooting for Sir Augustine? I think I'm rooting for Edith and Augustine. I think that's still my favorite Edith ship at the moment, but we'll see what the future holds. It's the next morning, and once again, everyone is just enjoying themselves some breakfast. Stephen has eaten and decided to study a magical tome at the dinner table. I believe this is the Tome of Nimble Mind. So I guess he's, I don't know, upgrading his repertoire of, you know, his arsenal of spells that he knows how to use. He's still not, you know, a specific rank or anything like that, but he really loves increasing his knowledge, so he must have got his hands on this book from somewhere deep in the Lord's private library archives or something like that. Remember, his ex-husband was a spellcaster, so it's probably a book that the Lord, well, not ex-husband, he just died. They're not exes, but that the Lord's husband had before he passed away, because he himself was a spellcaster, so who knows, but somehow or another his hands got on it. Lawrence, I know it's raining, but I want to see how good you do your first time attending this table, especially being, what are you, proper and analytical. See how good you are with money handling. I think that's a pretty good thing to start with. So tend the table. Please tend the table. I know it's raining, I'm sorry. But tend the table and start a yard sale. Oh my god, Asa, how's it going? How are you and the kids doing? We haven't seen you in a while. Same with you, Susanna. I know your husband ran off with my aunt, you know, Lawrence's aunt, but you know, how are you doing, all things considered? Yes, Henry Light. Hi, we was just at your house talking to your multitude of children from different women, and I can't remember which one you cheated on, but or maybe he didn't cheat. Maybe he had an official mistress. I don't know. The whole family gets along somehow or another, so. Okay, Lawrence isn't doing too well, but it is his first time. So maybe he'll grow into it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, Lawrence did terribly. I actually don't think he sold a single thing. Maybe he actually sold one single thing. Whoa. Are you gonna buy something? No? Why'd you step forward if you weren't gonna? Okay, well, okay, now the rich people are buying some alcohol. Maybe it was throwing them off. The little kid was trying to sell them mead. I also wouldn't buy alcohol from like a 7-year-old, so that's fair enough, I suppose. I've been trying to get her to feed and bathe this baby for hours. The same thing with Warren. They ignored Warren so much, actually cheated his needs because they would not give this boy a bath. And I'm about to cheat David's needs too, because when I tell y'all, like I'm cheating hygiene specifically, hunger and all that he can solve on his own. But they literally were just completely ignoring the guy. Clean livestock shelter. You should be bathing your grandchildren. Okay, y'all are pissing me off. Edith, it's whatever. I don't care. All right. I know you're trying to talk to your mom and all that. I know, Lawrence, you're upset because we had you do this in the rain and you're bad at it. Clearly, you're not going to be manning this table. What's the point of having you man something with nothing's going to sell? You managed to sell a little bit in the last few minutes, but go pee so we can go visit some more children because we're not done. Those are just the rich kids in the village. I want to see how they interact with the peasants. Denise is sending a letter. Sure. How you doing, Denise? Your grandmother literally just swept and you're doing this. Can you change her diaper or something? You've been standing here looking stupid for like an hour. Change it. It's 1 p.m. Just change her diaper. Or give her a bath or something. Why are you like stuck? Stephen, Agnes, huh? Sure. Befriend who you want. I don't care. All right, the next visit we're gonna do for the day is actually a familiar household. And if it doesn't look familiar, this is actually OG Stephen's house before he passed away. As we know, his third wife, Lucia died, and there was someone else, and then Susanna. His third wife, Susanna, left with her. She had a kid with Avery, and then one with Stephen, and she left and then got married to Henry, who is the same Henry that Agnes is currently with. Very messy, but long story short, his fourth wife, Thaddeus, who is his youngest wife at the time, is actually still here in the household, still raising all the children that were left behind from the Peasants' Revolt, including the one she got from Stephen and the one she took in from the Cruz household before they were all executed. So, some of them are distant cousins and some of them are close enough, I don't know. But I want to see how he interacts with a lot of his cousins. Also, Nia Smith is here. If she sounds familiar, that's because Marjorie, let's knock on the door because I actually can't remember her name, but one of our side household, like second generation side household members, married this boy, Philip Cruz. So we're gonna see how that is. I don't think Edith is necessarily interested in these boys here, but you never know what type of friendships and all that could form. I don't think she's here. Well, Candace is actually OG Stephens. Oh, yeah, she is here. Okay, let me go through this and just pause for a quick second. So here is Marjorie Cruz, who previously was known as Marjorie Smith. And Marjorie, if you're not keeping up with my side households, if you remember, oh my goodness, I have to go way back. I want to say this is one of Nasir's grandchildren. And if you don't remember Nasir, because it's been a long time, that was Nura's twin brother who passed away very, very young. So Amir's youngest, not his youngest brother, one of Amir's little brothers. So their relation to Lawrence and Edith is, let me see, if Amir's their grandfather, their great uncle's granddaughter. So their second cousin, third cousin, something like that. Very distant. Very distant. And so she recently got married to, Sally is pregnant apparently. She recently got married to this guy, who's a Cruz, I remember his name, Philip Cruz. And together they have a baby, which is this baby here, Elijah Cruz. I've never seen Elijah spelled like that, but yeah. As for all the other children in the household, this is Nia, who Marjorie had out of wedlock back when she was living in her mom's house in Brindleton Bay. So Nia came with her, and all the other kids are either an extra Cruz, like Nicholas. Nicholas Cruz is just an extra Cruz who was a baby when his parents were executed during the Peasant Revolt. And the rest are Thaddeus slash Stephen's children. So, oh, Sally is not Thaddeus or Stephen's child, but you know what I mean. So this is one of Stephen's sons, Martin. He's aged up. He's older now, right? I don't know anything about him. And we have more. There's more. That's your mine. There's another one here. Yes, this is Stephen's youngest child, like the last one he had before he passed away, because Thaddeus was pregnant with her. Her name is Candace. I want to see how Lawrence interacts with all their distant cousins and Edith as well. And then his youngest son, I think, is Tim Smith. I feel like we're missing a son, but I can't recall. Oh God, it's been so long since I've seen this household. So many memories. All right, but yeah, that's a quick rundown in case you not cut up my side households, but I also didn't cover this because I don't go that deep into my side households. We were never going to follow Marjorie. So that said, after that quick recap, let's see who we can kind of get to know and befriend, right? We never know who the Sims are going to fall in love with. I don't control that, so I like to introduce them to as many people as I can. Not to say they get a choice with love, but I think the dramatics of it would be really fun if, you know, they kind of fell in love with other people besides the ones they were married off to or promised to. So they're gonna come and be friendly. Of course, he's gonna be respectful because he's that type of person. She's not going to be bowing to these people anytime soon. That's just Edith. But come meet the ones that are outside. Come meet Nicholas Cruz and Nia Smith. So you're more of a distant cousin with Nia than you are with Stephen's kids. Stephen had kids so freaking late. Jesus, I genuinely can't keep up. And this is why I don't. This is why I stopped my side households after a certain bit. Okay, you seem to be being mean, apparently. Don't be mean. Nicholas is pissed at you already. Look at that face. Jesus. Okay, let's come talk to the ones inside, I guess. It's starting to rain pretty hard. And we have another household to visit after this, which is, I think, the last one we're going to be visiting today. Come say hi to that Nicholas person. Come say hi to Tim, who has awesome hair. And come say hi to Candace. And then, of course, Lawrence is going to follow the same path. Be respectful. I wonder if they think that this part of the Smith is uppity. Like, I'm sure that they all know that they're distantly related. They share a common ancestor. Their respective fathers/grandfathers were siblings, something like that. It's crazy because some of them are like directly related to OG Stephen Smith, but OG Stephen Smith is their great-grandfather. Yeah, great-grandfather. Like, it's been a long time. Is it great-grandfather? Just... Whoa. Where's their great-grand-uncle? Let me open up the... I was trying to avoid opening up this genealogy. Okay, Stephen is your kid. Grogo's your grandfather. Yeah. So they're like direct children of their great uncle, their grunkle. Grunkle Stephen's direct children would be directly cousins with like Grogo and stuff like that. So technically they're Stephen's uncles and aunts, but they're like 10. It's really interesting, which means that Stephen's brother Nasir, one of his grandchildren is Marjorie. I don't know. Well, actually, that's not true. Marjorie's husband isn't related to the Cruzes, actually. Okay, she was more interested in coming to talk to Candace, apparently. Can you two not do anything inappropriate in front of the children? Appreciate it. Very, very full house. Very, very full house. These two just wanted to get out of the rain. They didn't care. Oh, there's a baby up here? Whose baby is this? Entertain the baby. Oh, you're such a good grandchild. What are you to this baby? I actually don't even know whose baby this is. Daxton Cruz. Oh, this gotta be Marjorie's baby. Marjorie and her husband's baby, I guess. Well, come meet Candace. Candace is pretty as well. Thaddeus is pretty, so she had some pretty daughters. Come be respectful. I know you're upset because you're wet, but we have one more family to visit for the day. Then y'all can go home and chill. I know you've been out in the rain and very uncomfortable all day long. Okay. I really wish the children could get first impressions, but I think that's only teens and up with my mod. Thaddeus came up to be like, okay, no inappropriate business up here. Y'all in the master bedroom. She probably also came up to check on the baby. Okay. Everyone's chill for the most part. Let's just send these guys home. Yeah, Edith isn't even interacting with anyone. I think she took on that mentality her parents have where she just doesn't care if they're not rich. Lawrence at least tried. Lawrence at least tried for a moment. I'll give him that. Edith barely tried. So we're actually going to go visit the last person who I think Stephen would kind of be somewhat okay with them visiting. I feel like he kind of gave an exception for the Smiths because they're technically family, albeit distantly related at this point, but still family. And the only other choice would be the Friedmans, but those two kids in there are really about to turn into adults, young adults, or teenagers, I mean. So it's a bit too distant for me to form a relationship with them. Asa is still here, but her children are a little too young, so they'll most likely be people we visit once our twins, like our alien twins, and Celestria are a little bit older. And the same with the Shaws. Well, they're poor. I don't think Stephen would approve. He's not going to approve of the Phelps, so we're not going to try. So we could try, oh yeah, Aunt Amise. We could try Aunt Amice's little girls because one of them is much closer in age to Edith, actually. And I think, no, they're not far enough removed to get married in, so it don't even matter actually. But a Slack's family is, and his son isn't quite of age quite yet, but we can keep an eye on him for Celestria potentially. But I'm about to kick out some of these cats actually off screen when I finish the episode. I'm sick of these cats. But he does have two older daughters who were around Edith's age. One is older than Edith, one is a little younger than her, so close enough to Lawrence's age. Here we go, back in the rain once more with all these kittens. See, I gave them two cats. Well, they got themselves two cats, and then those cats kept having kittens, and I'm about to kick out these kittens off screen. But let's see. Slack is here. Come talk to a Slack and Morgan, your uncle, aunt, friend, distant cousin, whatever you are. Don't really remember. Don't run off to wherever that is. Just come, be friendly, greet the people who own the house and all that. Then you can knock on the door. We can talk to their daughters. They should also give us a bit more options for Lawrence. Edith and Lawrence have a difficult family dynamic. Of course, you're probably in here being rude to him. Lord, what'd you say to him? Lawrence is hurt. Yeah, Edith. Why are you being mean? Oh, geez. Edith, don't burn your bridges. Don't pull... What was it? Is Denise your aunt? I can't remember. So you can come talk to Lilith. I think Lilith is the eldest. And then I think I just saw one of them go downstairs. Yes, Lilith is the eldest. And then cute little Lucia just aged up into a child somewhat recently. So who is giving birth? Are these cats woohooing? I'm kicking these cats out. I hear them. One of them is either giving birth or woohooing. I hear music. I heard it. You're not slick. Okay, so now that we've got a few more options for Lawrence, who's y'all's favorite so far? We've got Lilith, who is, I think, the eldest of the distant cousins in Henford on Bagley, I believe. A Slack, you standing right there is insane to me. You know this is a cramped hallway. We have Lilith, and of course, we've got the one who never came upstairs because she's actually smart, Lucia, who's hiding out with all the crying kittens downstairs to get away from the crowded hallway. I don't know. I think I'm still rooting for one of the Rose twins, one of the triplets. Well, the twin girls out of the triplets. I mean, he could like who he likes, but I know what Stephen's gonna choose, and it might not be a potential preference, but he's aromantic, so he's going to be a little upset about whatever decision it is anyways. Awed by beauty, by being near a natural beauty, yeah. But Morgan, it's nice to see that you're looking nice. Morgan is also somewhat distantly related to us, but like through marriage. She doesn't have Smith blood, but she's Grandma Mary, who passed away decades ago. This is one of Grandma Mary's nieces. Well, her niece's child, so great niece, who married a Slack. All right, I think we did good. Lucia is not much in the mood to converse as much as Lilith was, and that's okay. So we're just going to go ahead and head back to the house. You know the drill, guys. It is the next morning, and it's actually Celestria's birthday. So I'm gonna let her eat in peace. I don't know why I zoomed in like that. I was just really excited to adopt her. Sorry, I looked up and I saw the adoption notice. Okay. Oh, some people were just orphaned. I guess their mother passed away, and their father as well. I don't know, but they're orphaned now. Celestria, are you ready to become a toddler? Hopefully. Lucia looks like she hates her life, but you know, happens to the best of us. So to age up into a toddler, we want to avoid numbers 4, 8, and 12. Let me just roll. She got a 14. I thought that was about to be a strong 12. Okay. So she is alive and she ages up into a toddler. I'm really excited. So that's not what I wanted to click on. Lucia, can you do the honors for me, please? Please and thank you. Don't put her down. Just age her up. Just like toss and spin. There we go. So she was an intense infant, and now she is a language savant and clingy. Fine by me. You are not a redhead, but let me give her a quick little makeover, and I'll be right back. And here is cute little Celestria. Once again, I went ahead and gave her a different makeover, and in like 5 seconds, you'll see everybody else get their makeover too. But look at her. She is those are not the correct teeth. You're not that type of monster. Hold on. You're not that type of monster. But this is cute little Celestria. She's adorable. I still can't tell exactly who she looks like, but oh, I can tell she's going to be pretty. Regardless of who she looks like, she's going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous woman when she grows up, and I'm so excited to see more of her. I love her. I know her life is going to be difficult and hard because of this, but when I tell you, I think she is my favorite in terms of looks of this generation so far. I mean it, because Amis was my favorite of like 2 generations ago. The previous generation, it was Agnes was my favorite. Stephen is up there though. I think it was Agnes, Stephen, then Alberta. And then for this one so far, at least out of all the children, I think I gotta give it to Celestria. She just seems so different. I love her. But she's gorgeous. I'm excited to see what type of toddler personality she grows into. And obviously, you know, how life treats her as she gets older. But now, you know, she has her brother David to kind of, you know, who understands her pain. And once again, they can still go to Auntie Agnes for advice and help and stuff like that. So I don't know why, but her toddler form looks and feels older than her brother's. But with that all said and done, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this episode off here. So please stick around to see the speed upgrade of these guys' wardrobe if you kind of want to get a sneak peek of what they look like before the next episode comes out. Let me know your thoughts about, you know, Lawrence now that he's grown up, his personality, the friends he's made in the village, what you think, which woman you think, well, woman, quote unquote, which girl do you think Stephen might try to form a marriage with him. So y'all let me know. Y'all know my theories, and I'm excited to see what y'all think he's gonna do. But with that said and done, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.